Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I've got the B18C here up on the engine stand. I did pull off that no-name header to get it out of the way. I did have to cut that header because it was a one-piece exhaust on that green CRX. I'm not really sure it's worth anything, so I'll probably end up scrapping that. As far as the engine's concerned, I'm really going to leave it all together except for doing the timing belt water pump. And I'll probably pull a few things off here and there to fix. Spark plug wires need to be replaced. I do need to pick up a set of those. I don't have those. Wiring harness got to come off. So let's go ahead and jump into this thing and see if we can get this timing belt water pump swapped out and get it ready for the black CRX here. Still got the transmission to do, but I really kind of wanted to take care of some of this low-hanging fruit, get me motivated to keep working on the cars, keep moving forward, and just making progress. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, with the old timing belt and the tensioner off, I do have some new OEM parts here that I got from Steve over at JDMWheels.co. I will leave a link down in the description below for him. He is able to get new OEM Honda parts if you give him a list of the part numbers. As long as they're not discontinued, he can go to his local Japanese Honda dealership and get those. And that's it. What I ended up getting here is basically a timing belt and water pump kit with a thermostat and a valve cover gasket kit. And that's what I'm going to be using on this engine. So let's go ahead and crack these open and get them installed. All right, timing belt, water pump, and thermostat have been swapped out. This thing's got a new valve cover gasket on here. I went ahead and buttoned it up. It does need spark plugs, and I do need to start looking at the wiring harness that I'm going to be using and what components I'm going to be using on this car, or actually on this engine here, because this is an OBD2 engine, and then all the stuff on here is OBD2. The harness that I had in the car on the B16 was OBD0 stuff. But the OBD2 harness that was on this engine that came out of the green CRX isn't quite a plug and play for this chassis and engine. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of custom stuff because this thing's still got the map sensor on the firewall, and the map sensor is actually on the throttle body here. And there's a few differences, like fuel rail. It's got OBD2 injectors. Mine on the B16 were OBD0. So there are some things that I'm going to have to figure out. Probably custom make a harness, cut and extend a few wires on there. I'll figure that out later. The next step here on this engine is really just a wheelless thing to the side, maybe swap out a few things, spark plug wires, other items on here just to get it cleaned up and ready. But the transmission is still sitting in the queue over here waiting to be worked on. I'm kind of dreading that because I don't know a lot about it. I am going to start pulling it apart here in the near future. I do think I need to order a couple more parts for it, so I will be doing that probably off camera here, getting those on site. That way I can just jump into it whenever I start taking it apart and have everything I need. So stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.